Hello, JoeHart here, person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. Doing another stream. I'll see how it goes. I hope I don't, do what I do. Hope I don't do JoeHart stuff, but I guess I might. Anyway, this is free practice 3 for the Formula One race in Catalonia, Spain, the Spanish GP. I get a little confused about Catalonia and, the other various cities. I have, I always do the weather. I always put in the cities that the races are at, so I know the different weather at the various races in the week. And I have Catalonia. I have Catalonia as a city of sorts, and Barcelona. And I thought they were one and the same in where this track is, but they are way different in weather. So I haven't. And moderate rain warning for Catalonia, and it's 66. And Barcelona is 73 with air. It's definitely Anyway, I don't quite understand it. I thought Catalonia was. I know. I mean, I think I've learned. Anyway, there's a lot of things I learn and then I forget. But I think I learned that Catalonia is a country and a city and a state. It's various things. But I mean, the one entity, not like New York City, New York. I don't mean that where it's two different entities. I mean that it's the exact same thing, Catalonia, and it's a country and a city. That's what that's my understanding. Anyway, so let's get some of this go. Hello and welcome to all. Hello and welcome to all. Poof. Feel free to comment. Thanks. All right, so free practice 3, Lady V. Hey, Lady V. Joe, just checking in to say hello, my friend. Long time no see. How's life? How are your fingers doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping this. I know it's a wild time, so 6:18 my time. I think you're 5:18. So I think my memory's not the greatest. Yeah, it's good to see you. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate that. So free practice 3, the broadcast starts at 6:25 Eastern time. Great. You, I'm the usual, as usual. Yeah, great. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you're doing great. That's good to hear. Thank you, Lady V. So the broadcast on ESPN2, which this is kind of a watch along, ESPN2 starts at 6:25, and then the session itself, where the cars actually move, starts at 6:30. So the broadcast starts in less than 6 minutes, and the session starts in less than 11 minutes. So I'm going to try to get those things set up and stuff. It seems like they set these things up right at the last minute. So it's, for some reason, it doesn't like to. Whoa, what is that? Spanish and English. Poof. P3, FP3. Okay, that's working. Thanks. I was just off screen. I don't know if you use I'm using Nightbot a lot. I don't know if you want to see some of my I really like some of my Nightbots. This is my favorite Nightbot. But yeah, I have a bunch of. This is not really my topic, but I do like to check in on you every once in a while. Yeah. I don't expect people to. Motorsports is a niche for sure. So this is not really my topic, but I do like to check in on you every once in a while. Cool, I appreciate it. Now, I think I'm transitioning, or I think I am, probably, and I don't know what, but Idaho 4 seems to keep being delayed, and there's continuances and all those things, and it's not actually going to start October 2nd. But there's that, and then there's so many topics I can't even think of. I'll probably want to do RV shows and the political. That's what I was thinking. January 8th of 2024 is when the caucuses start in. The Nightbot. Joe's briefly away from screen, heating food and our sugar, Gatorade, water. Feeding Francis and our restroom break. I apologize for temporary absence. Thanks for your patience and understanding. JoeHart PwD's, Invisible Disabilities. But yeah, I've got a ton of Nightbots. I've got 89. They don't work. I keep writing the company saying, hey, I might watch the caucus. I might go to the caucus. I hope to be at the caucus. But anyway, it's January 8th. And last time, 4 years ago or 3 years ago, I went, 2.5 weeks early, and that was way late. So I think I'm going to shoot for 7 weeks early, which is Thanksgiving, which, it's June 3rd now. Thanksgiving is less than 6 months away. So I hope to be in Iowa for 7 weeks for the caucus and interview, I don't know how politically aware you are, but Iowa, let's see what it is, 6:22. So we still have 3 minutes. But Iowa, last time, the thing that blew me away, and it seems like a lot of people are not really aware of this, but I was never aware of this until I went. But for Iowa, before they do the caucus, there was 38 Republican candidates, and there was 37 Democratic candidates. So there was 75 candidates for president before the Iowa caucus. After the caucus, a lot of people drop out. New Hampshire is usually second. A lot of people drop out. South Carolina is the third state, and by then you usually have 2 or 3 candidates. But I never knew that it went from 38 and 37 down to 2 or 3. And I interviewed all 75, not all of them. The only one I did not interview, which was not my choice, was Trumper. That was his choice. I was, independent. I was disabled. Anyway, I wasn't famous enough. So, but yeah, I interviewed the other 74, and I hope and intend to do that. But again, not under 2.5 weeks. I want to do it over 7 weeks. And it's more than that. I want to check the temperature of the states going out and check the temperature of the states coming back. Yeah, I mean, it'll be pretty interesting. So good. I'm glad you might watch the caucus. I mean, you might mean my stream, but I hope you mean also the Iowa stream. Those are, that was the first caucus I've ever attended. That's the first caucus I've ever tried to learn about. I was media. They really wanted me involved, and they wanted to educate me, and they wanted to be on my camera, and they wanted to interview me on my camera. So it was pretty fascinating. The whole thing was really cool. The greatest thing I've ever done. Well, it's the second greatest thing I've ever done, but it was really interesting. So anyway, there's that. Crime sleuthing. Yes, I mean both you and them. Well, that's cool. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it'll be interesting. If when I do Iowa, I can also do the RV shows, which is a kind of a new entity for me to think about. And then what else is the other crime sleuthing? I mean, that's a regional thing. So, but at least, I could probably dip into all those things over that 7 weeks, before the 7 weeks, after the 7 weeks. Once caucuses start, the schedule is pretty busy from February to June, or I think late June. And last time I went to 31 states. I went to 31 states during the caucus and primaries. And I interviewed hundreds of people. I went to many Trump rallies. I just didn't interview Trump. But yeah, I mean, I interviewed a ton of people. And so it was fascinating. It was the coolest thing. What I started saying as soon as I got back from Iowa, I said, if you care about politics this much, if you care about politics just 1 or 2% of it, I highly recommend Iowa. It is the coolest thing in the world. It's in Iowa. They still operate on newspapers. You buy the newspaper, and you start in Des Moines. Des Moines is like the center of the state and the biggest city, I think. And you start there, and the newspaper will tell you where everybody is seen. So, probably, what is it, 6:26? Oh, I guess my live, the broadcast has started. There's always a delay. Don't forget your time for that. What, crime sleuthing? That might have been what I said. It could have been the crime sleuthing. Don't forget your time for that. And also, I mean, the way Iowa's, the way I always say Idaho when I mean Iowa, and I say Iowa when I mean Idaho. So you got to, the cars, the motorsports. I don't think I mentioned the motorsports, the cars. Okay, yeah, cool. So as you know, my synapses don't work all the time, and this is not working. Why is that not working? I have to manually turn on my monitor because the RV doesn't seem to be working. After 8 years, maybe the batteries are finally dying. I don't know. So it's 6:27. The broadcast supposedly started 2 minutes ago. If it was on time, there is no such thing as live TV. Everything's delayed. But it is saying that it's live. And it always asks me, join live or start from the beginning. I'd love to start from the beginning, but I would always be behind if I did that. Weather conditions, very cloudy. Track temperature, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity, 67%. Wind, southeast, 16.2 kilometers. So this session will. Oh, that's it. I already put it on the screen. That's. Let me do my edit one. My edit Nightbot. I might go to. Speaking of cars, I haven't been to a race yet. It's June 3rd. By this time last year, I had been at 15 races or so, and I'm trying to reduce, and I've been good so far. But Formula One goes to Montreal, Quebec, Canada in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I'm probably going. It's the closest track, but it's very close. It's 3.5 hours away. That's closer than the second closest NASCAR track. So it's mighty close. So I'll probably go up there. I hope I don't get the bug and start, going to I can't start going to NASCAR races. So anyway, it will be nice. I'm going to go, but I'll check back with you soon. Thanks, Lady V. Good luck with your fingernails and your schooling and all that stuff. So good luck with all that stuff. Best wishes for everything, Lady V. Take care. So Nightbot says, hi, while my streams are smaller and intimate, I'll be off screen. I probably won't see comments and y'all when you enter and exit to edit, update with Nightbot, Discord, Pingcord, TweetShift, etc. Thank you, JoeHart PwD. Yes, you too. Thank you, Lady V. Cool. All right. So 1 minute. This will go. That's, again, there's no such thing as live TV. No one has live TV. Elon Musk does not have live TV. No one has live TV. So it's 6:29. I'm going to go off screen to look at when it actually starts. Where is my tab there? Okay, it still shows free practice 3, 1 hour to go. So it hasn't started according to this. This usually goes before the TV, but sometimes I have to reset it. Lewis Hamilton just left the garage. I think they're in line, though. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the start. Free practice 3, 59 minutes and 47 seconds. Sargent, Albon, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, De Vries, Perez. 6 are have shown their tires. All have soft, but De Vries has hard, and Sonoda has hard. He was just at it. Russell. So there's 9 with their in it. I mean, it's a steady flow. They're adding 1 person at a time or 2 people at a time now. So Sainz is on medium. He's the only one on medium. Let's see. They don't show the names or the number. They don't. It's weird how they can't show everything. They have to cover the number when they're doing something else. That's so weird. Why don't they add another column? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Bump, 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 bump. Lightning's in the area. Miami would be red flagged. They are not red flagging here. NASCAR's rule, which I think is pretty standard, is 8 miles. If there is lightning within 8 miles, it is grounded. It is. Is that rain still coming for the start of the session? Affirm, yeah. Will be light rain to start with then increasing intensity. Holy moly. Okay, I'm going to go off screen, see what's going on over there. 15. Oh, no. A whole bunch more. I only see the top 18. They all have tires listed. The bottom 2, I don't know. Gasoline, Leclerc, I don't know. And then 17 are on the track for sure. Ocon and above are on track. No time is registered yet. I wonder why he called out Miami. That was weird. It's as if Americans are too safe. So Europe doesn't mind getting their fans electrocuted, I guess. That was rude. That was not a nice thing for him to say. It's true. Miami would be red flagged right now. But we have had people die. I was at Pocono during the one electrical storm. There's lots. And, a fan died there. And you don't need someone to die. There it is. The first time, 56, 53 to go. It's Sargent was the first. 116.529 was the first time. Top 11 soft tires. Sainz and Ocon are medium, and the rest are soft, I think. I can't read the bottom 2. Leclerc is medium, but I can't read it. 7 have times. Perez, Russell, Norris, Hulkenberg. Perez, Russell, Norris, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Albon, Sargent. Top 8. Now it's 9. A lot of changes. Ooh, doggy. Ooh, doggy. 55 minutes and 59 seconds. Okay, I'm going to go off. I'm going to be tweet. My first tweet always takes a lot more time because I'm editing a previous tweet. So 55:24 to go. 4 drivers, no times. 4 drivers. I think it just changed. 3 drivers, no times. Which are Sonoda, Sainz, Leclerc. The 2 Ferraris haven't done times yet. 3 drivers. It looks like it may have changed. Now it's 2, Sainz and Leclerc. Sainz and Leclerc. Verstappen, the bully on top. Dominating bully is what I'm going to hashtag him. I'm done talking about him. $53.50. $41. 113.664. Sainz and Leclerc. That's my first tweet. Then the second one I have to edit. You know my deal. I'm going to come off back on screen real quick. No one yet. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Verstappen, Perez. Ham, Aloe, Russ. Sainz. Leclerc hasn't posted a time yet. I think they're all done. All 20 have times. Perham say aloe. Perham say aloe. Aloe, Russ, Leck. The usual suspects at top these days. Someone just went up. I think Sonoda. My peripheral vision's really good, but when I'm on a lot of stuff, I get really distracted. Red flag, red flag. I'm going to watch the screen. Ocon, maybe? $35, $34, $33, $32, $31, $30. The red flag's coming soon. $28. Perham say aloe, Russ, Leck. Oh, I don't know. I wonder if that's rain related. I don't think so, but now it's going to show what Logan did. He went slightly off on the left, went slightly off on the right, slightly off on the left, slightly out. Whoa, and slid on the right into the middle of the gravel. I bet bet it's hard being a substandard driver in this series because you're trying to get better and you're trying to push the limit, but then when you do it I'm sorry, says Sergeant. Okay, bully per Hamsay. Bully per Hamsay. Alorus Lekbot. So Sergeant, is he the last? Sergeant is 20th. I'm going to try to scroll this. I always screw it up. 2865. 2.865. Why does it not go? Why does that do that? And the boys are back in town. It's red flag right now. I'm off screen right now. I'm doing some things here, as always. Nightbot continues to say, hi, while my stream are smaller and intimate, I'll be off screen. Won't see comments and y'all when you enter and exit to edit, update with Nightbot, Discord, Pingcord, Tweet Shift, etc. Thank you. So I'm going to leave the one Nightbot on the screen, but this Nightbot's about to show up for tweets, I do believe. The raindrops. A rumble of thunder. $7.11, $7.39. $11, that's 39. And 7, okay, so that's that. So I guess the red flag has been reset to a green, but it's overcast. It's slightly sprinkling, and I guess it's green, and the time's rolling. By the way, they didn't stop the clock during the red. I wish they did. Most motorsports do that, and I thought Formula One finally started doing it. But anyway, the red flag was 7 minutes 39 seconds, so that's a lot of wasted time. I wish they paused it, and they could extend it at the end anyway. But you ought to just use the true time. Just stop it, and then when it resets, then you can, FIA can always end the session early. So it's just stop the effing clock. Anyway, I'm going to go off screen here. So free practice 3, 40 minutes and 7 seconds to go. It is green flag after a 7 minute, 39 second red flag by Logan Sargent. And it looks like most everybody's on the soft tire, especially the top 18 cars. are on the soft tire, but I think they're just sitting there. And I think it's overcast, it's slightly raining, and no one's moving. So, Bullies up top, 113.664. Perez is behind by 0.25 seconds. Hamilton's third, 0.408 seconds. Sainz, 0.576. Alonso, 0.600. Russell, 0.614. Leclerc, 0.689. Bottas, 0.696. And then Sonoma is 0.995. So 9 cars within a minute, within a second. 17 drivers within 2 seconds, and all of them within 3 seconds. Williams just got a piece of their car hand delivered to them. A slight puddle, but there are raindrops dropping. They're all just sitting there waiting to see what happens with the rain. That's bizarre. No running on the track. Everybody is in the paddock, pit road. $33 and 41 seconds to go. It's almost halfway. Carlos Sainz, favorite movie, Public Enemies. Favorite TV show, Game of Thrones, Suits, Money Heist. Favorite music, Smooth Operator. And they got to spell favorite the English way, the European way, of course. Lightning, cloud, sprinkles. And it's a green flag. You know, since no one's going, FIA ought to win a couple of bonus points and just call it a red flag to see like they actually care about the fans. But nope, they're dumb. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ksh, ksh. Okay, so free practice 3, 32 minutes and 26 seconds to go. Verstappen's on top, 113.664. Perez is second, 0.25 seconds gap. Hamilton, 0.408. Sainz, 0.576. Alonso, 0.600. Russell, 0.614. Leclerc, 0.689. Bottas, 0.696. Tsunoda, 0.995. Top 9 are within a second. Then Norris, Joe, De Vries, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Piastri, Ocon, Magnussen is 17th, and the top 17 are within 2 seconds. And then the last 3 are all within, 3 seconds. Gasly, Albon, Sargent. So I guess I know how to scroll up to see 1920, but then I don't know how to scroll back down. That's when it switches the page. So I don't permanently learn my lesson, but I would like to never scroll again. But I keep thinking I can do it. I guess there are ways to do tests and NBA Finals. Who's in it? Denver? Is that what they said? Nuggets basketball. And then Miami. Ready to get game 2. Game 2, Sunday, ABC. What's today? Friday? No, it's a Saturday. I might go see, let's see here. So one of the many different calendars I have of today's events, 6:25 to 7:30. These are all Eastern Standard Time. 6:25 to 7:30 a.m. is Formula One Practice 3. That's done. The thing we're doing now is qualifying. Nope. I'm sorry. We are currently in free practice 3. Boy, I am so asleep. So that goes from 6:25 to 7:30. We've got 30 more minutes for that. Qualifying is later this morning, 9:55 to 11 a.m. And then NASCAR Cup practice and qualifying is 10 a.m. to noon on FS1. I guess I could probably do that at the same time as qualifying, or part of it. And then 12 to 1 is Xfinity qualifying at Portland. 12 to 1 is Cup something live. Don't know what. And 1 to 2 p.m. is Formula E. That's recorded on CBS. Anyway, I'm not... They're saying Alonso has a pretty good chance of winning this weekend, especially because the Lando Norris is on an intermediate tire, 0 laps tire age. He's the only one out on the track. He's the only one out. He's an intermediate. She talks as if she's informed, but she's not informed. But she said that Lando might be coming back immediately. It sounds like she did not verify that. Yeah, he is coming back in. The rain got a little heavier, but he's on intermediates. They can take care of plenty of rain. Those were intermediates. That was the only test so far. No one else is on the track. Zach Brown, CEO, McLaren Racing. Lando did a little legal lap if it were to count in qualifying, which is kind of weird. Like Nico Rosberg says, he's testing the track, he's testing the tires. There's no reason to test the part of the outside the track that's not legal. You don't want to test that. He went outside on the red to see how slick it was, and it was very slick. So what do we got? 25 minutes and 7 seconds. Really no movement at all. Norris still has the intermediate registered. It shows soft on the screen, and Ocon shows medium. He shows soft over here. Mark Miguez, Umbrella. I do believe he is MotoGP. I'm guessing he's Spanish, but I don't know for sure. Track dominance, Sainz and Leclerc. Sainz has a little more. It's hard to tell. That map is stupid. They ought to put percentages or something. That was a low blow when they showed yesterday's Alonso and Stroll, and Stroll had 0%. Alonso had 100% of the track. I mean, why even show that? But the two Ferrari drivers were so close, they ought to put a percentage on it. Not that someone has to be on top. It's just dominance. That's all, which I don't know what it means. I guess your car is stronger in those sections of the track. So there's a lot of umbrellas. So I assume that means that it is actually raining. Even two little boys had an umbrella. Usually they would just run around in the rain, or they would just play around without an umbrella, but they both had an umbrella, which could be any reason. Perez Garibay, Sergio Perez's father. Alpine. Alpine says the rain is going to last through the end of the session. So they're guessing within 10 minutes, everybody's going to go out. What do we got here? FP3, F1. 22:11 left. About 10 minutes. All go out. Rain through end. F1 has had 1,087 races. That sounds like nothing. Wow, less than 1,100 races. Holy moly. So, okay, yeah, I was going to check IndyCar. Practice 1. Pato Award, Scott Dixon, Kirkwood, Pillow. Award, Dixon, Pillow. Award, Dixon, Pillow. Award, Dixon, Pillow. There's a Ferrari out there. 2056 Ferrari. Both Ferraris. Sainz is on the intermediate. I assume Leclerc's on the intermediate. It doesn't show yet. So Sainz, Leclerc, and Norris is intermediate. Norris is in the paddock, the pit row, and Sainz and Leclerc is out. Currently, Sainz is 4th and Leclerc is 7th. Haas has to check in with June the 1st, 2 days ago. Something happened. Gunther's criticism of Monaco's stewards, I do believe. So free practice 3, 18 minutes and 23 seconds to go. It looks like there's no change. Sainz is still 4th and Leclerc is still 7th. Norris is in the paddock pits in 10th. I don't believe it's often that you go faster on intermediates with slight wet than you did on dry. But I think for NASCAR a week or 2 or 3 ago, that started happening. And I was like, wow, that's wild. They're going much faster. And I forget what the situation was. Don't remember the track or anyway, something like that. Sainz is about to cross the start finish. What do we do? What am I checking? Haas. The team principal and team manager of MoneyGram Haas F1 team are required to report to the stewards at 14:30, which is 2:30 in the afternoon, in relation to a report received from the FIA media delegate. Alleged breach of articles 12.2.1.c, 12.2.1.f, and 12.2.1.k of the FIA International Sporting Code during a media conference conducted on June 1st, 2023. And I guess he was overly critical of the stewards in Monaco. I guess one of his drivers got a penalty and he didn't think it merited a penalty or something. I'm hungry. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to eat. So we have 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7 people in the pits. So 13 out on the track. Verstappen, Ham, Allo, Bottas, Sonoda, Joe, and Sargent in the. It's definitely raining. The track just doesn't seem that wet. Russell said it's definitely raining, but the track doesn't seem that wet. So Sargent, of course, is out. He wrecked. He's still in the pits. But the other 5 just haven't gone out yet. Hamilton, Alonso, Bottas, Sonoda, and Joe are the last 5 to go out. Ham Alalek. Ham. Bot. And Joe. Two 5. They still don't show. They're still not out on the track. So 13 minutes, 18 seconds to go. I guess that's what the grayed out names are. Woo, woo, woo. Well, Lewis Hamilton is outside of his car. His fire suit is zipped down. He seems a little nervous or concerned, but he's outside of the car. One, two, three, four, 5. Still 5 people in the pits. But yeah, Hamilton was out of the car. Wow, Rosberg really has issues with Lewis Hamilton. That was a hard couple years there. And it's wow, he has deep resentments at Lewis Hamilton. He can't not criticize him. Bradley Lord says he'll pass on Nico Rosberg's input. That's funny. Nico just kept asking the same question 3 different ways. The yeah, the forecast is hard to. How far we are from dry? How far from slicks? Tough to say, but the enters have gone off already. What would be better is to put a slick on and see how that is. So Norris is going to try a slick, maybe. God, Nico Rosberg is messed up in the head. I like him okay, but I like people that are dysfunctional and mental health challenges and they wear it on their sleeve. And I like those kind of people, but he takes it. I mean, I don't know how many years that was. Did he win? And when did he win? 2017 or 2019 or? Oh, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, someone's out. Bot is on the track. Botas is on the track. Ham Alolek. Ham Alolek. Stroho. Ham Stroho. Let's see. Bottom three. Gas, Alb, Sargent. We're going to box, Lance. Box. Why? We need the box to check the floor. Off-road rally. Okay, so Hamilton is on the softs, but I think he's still in the pits. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. One, two, three, four, five, six. And I'm going to ignore Sargent, so I'm going to just say six. So Ham, say, and then the ones below it. 640. Sector 1 and 2 is something, and then Sector 3 is damp. So I guess he said 1 and 2 is okay. I wish they would script it. Soft Hamilton and Norris, but I don't think Norris is out. Is he out? Norris is out on softs. Wow. Now my screen shows a lot of softs. I don't think that's true. They show all but 2 of them have soft tires on. And here on my live timing, it shows all but 2 have intermediates on. Or I can't see the bottom 2. All but 2 out of the top 18 have intermediates on. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 in the pits. Perham say. $4.59, less than 5 minutes to go. Woo! Went over the gravel. Three, 6, 9, 12. Perham aloe Russ. Perham aloe Russ. Lewis is in a rush to get his belts on because it was out of the car. Nico, man, he is. They need to sit down, Nico. Good to have you, Nico. I guess they're sending him to the door because, yeah, he can't let that stuff go. Three, 6, 8. 8 in pits. For Perham. Two minutes and 23 seconds to go. Under 2 minutes. 1 minute, 53 seconds to go. Four in pits, way down on the list. Gas Ob Sergeant. $134. $56 seconds to go. There's too much going on. I guess I'll wait until the end to do tweets. Mamma mia, says DeVries. AlphaTauri. Okay, so according to this, there's a delay. So anyway, on my TV screen, it says 17 seconds to go. the live timing is already 0, but everybody gets to finish the lap they're on. So I'm going to revert to the TV because they give a checkered flag or a P for everybody that is finished for now. Race control turn 12 incident involving cars 21, DeVries, and 55 signs noted. Impeding. Yeah, signs definitely impeded. So checkered flags, 2, 4, 5 checkered flags, and 2, 5 and 2. So 13 left out on the track. Albon and Sargent, who are 19th and 20th, they're in the pits, so they're done. So we're only dealing with the top 18. 2, 4, 7 have gotten a checkered flag, so there's 11 left. A few more, a bunch more. It's hard to count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. So yeah, 6 left. Sainz, DeVries, Hulkenberg, Piastri, Gas. Sainz, DeVries, Gas. Looks like the only 3. Gas is just covered. So it looks like it's just Sainz. Lewis Hamilton keeps revving his engine. Sounds like he's missing gears or something. I'm sure it's intentional, but I don't know what he's doing. Qualifying buildup. Huh. That's not in America. I'm sure that's in UK, but I'd love to. Okay, so let's see here. DeVries, we've reported him twice already, Nick. Reported. What the fuck is he doing, said Joe. It's strange to hear it with such a strong accent, but that's what he said. Bully per Hamsay. Bully per Hamsay. Aloe Russ Lekbot. Aloe Russ Lekbot. Sue Norjo Deve. Sue. That's true. Hopia Okan. Okay, Max Verstappen first, Perez second, Hamilton third. I like to do the teams too first also. So I'm going to do the drivers, then the teams for 1 through 10. Okay, top 10. Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Alonso, Russell, Leclerc, Bottas, Tsunoda, Norris. Top 10 teams. Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Mercedes, Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, McLaren. I'm waiting for 11 through 20. 11 through 20th, the drivers, Zhou, De Vries, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Piastri, Ocon, Magnussen, Gasly, Ocon, Albon, Sargent. The teams, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, Aston Martin, 3 A's in a row. Haas, McLaren, Alpine, Haas, Alpine, Williams, Williams. Wow, Haas, Alpine, and Williams is in the basement. Woo, doggy. Oh, I hate stupid music. I am hungry, but I want to do a couple tweets here and stuff. But yeah, Jesus, I want this work. I would take the 2 batteries out. Usually, I take them out and rub them. So, Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton. Okay, Verper Hamse. Alo Russ Lekbot. Sunor Jo Dev. Stroll Pia Ocon. Maggas Albsarge. And I put the slowest time, of course, just to give a range. Magnussen. So, okay. The top 3 drivers are within a half a second. The top 9 drivers are within a second. The top 15 drivers are within a second and a half. The top 17 drivers are within 2 seconds. The top 19 are within 2.5 seconds, and the top 20 within 3 seconds. Oh, daddy. Okay. Okay, I pinned that to my Twitter account just to give a little change. Okay, so let me see here. All right. So what do we got? Facebook and Twitch and everybody. It's good to see everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My next stream, which is currently the last stream that I have scheduled for this weekend. I'm hoping and planning to do Formula E, FP3, Quali 2, and Race 2, and then, of course, Formula 1 race I'll do with the pre-race also. So I hope, and I'm planning to do those 4. I don't know about any NASCAR, but I think I'll get, I'll have DTs if I don't do any of the NASCAR this weekend. NASCAR, the NASCAR's top series and the third series are at WWT Raceway in Madison, Illinois, or St. Louis, Missouri area. And then NASCAR Xfinity Series, the second series is in Portland. Portland Raceway, International Raceway, I believe. And Formula E is happening this weekend. Their next race happens to be in Portland. I'm sure it's a street. I'm sure it's not the same race course. I don't know. But so yeah, it's really wild to anyway, that's I do believe I've been involved in Formula One since before they started. So I do believe that's the second American city that Formula E has come. It's been Brooklyn for quite a few years, and I went every single year. And then they, changed that. So let me get the wipe here. I don't know if this is going to change my remote control, but sometimes it helps. I pull out the batteries, I rub the batteries, I dust everything off. And, the batteries just might be dead. But usually it's such little power they need. Oh, sorry. I'm still hungry. I still want to grill out. I didn't clean up the grill yesterday, so I have to. Oh, and I got to find some newspapers. I bet this works. Just cause. It works. I don't know what I did, but it works. HDMI, and then it should say no signal retrieving data. It should say no data or whatever it says, no video or no something. Still retrieving, no signal. So I'm going to turn it off. So it worked. Oh, yeah, it worked. Little delay on the turning off part. I think it's their version of Control-Alt-Delete, just to reboot everything. Okay. All right. I'm going to go make some a meal. I'm going to grill out hot dogs. They're kind of high-end hot dogs. I'm not a big fan of hot dogs, and I don't like that they put everything in them. But my favorite, which is not what I'm going to eat, but even though it's in the fridge, isn't actually a hot dog. It's, an andouille sausage or whatever they are. And that's great. I don't know what that first word is. I don't know how to pronounce it or spell it or guess. But that is awesome. But I also bought these. Nope. I want that. Hide that. Okay. So, anyway, I bought these other new, and I just tried them. They're pretty high quality hot dog, and it had like cheese and jalapenos inside them, and it's just not exceptional. It doesn't just blow my head off. I'm pretty picky on hot dogs, and I don't always use the same topping. Like I think most people know what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients they put on a hot dog every single time, and I don't. It used to be mustard, and then it was ketchup. This is when I was a young child. I did mustard for many years, and then I did ketchup for many years. And now I don't know. I do Grey Poupon sometimes and regular mustard. I do horseradish more than several times, and that's really good. And I impulsively don't do the onions. So I have to remember to cook the onions for sure. So anyway, okay. Well, hello and goodbye, and thank you for being here. Twitch, I'd love it if you comment sometime. That'd be great. So end broadcast in 3, 2, 1. I've done it. So now I'm going to do it again, and it happens immediately. So I'm going to start waving and saying goodbye. So 3, 2, 1.